Merry Christmas to us all.
Merry Christmas.
My surprise is here. Ready?
We never meant for this to happen.
Of course you did. You have a phone call.
Look, Willow and Drew hugging. How sweet. And Nina's face, classic, pure rage. Guess Willow's about to find out about Drew and Nina, and you just know that's going to be a disaster. I can't wait for the chaos when Willow discovers that Uncle Whiskers has been playing both sides with Nina. Another family explosion at the Quartermain house? Yes, please, the drama's going to be chef's kiss. I miss when they used to tell the Christmas story to the kids at the hospital. Guess it's not politically correct anymore, huh? Oh well, the good old days are gone. Speaking of old times, Nina's finally getting a wake-up call about her daughter, and let me tell you, Willow is not the victim here. She's out for Drew, and this isn't a one-and-done thing. She's already planning on making them a couple and shipping them off to Washington. Good riddance. Willow is so exhausting, always playing the victim, never owning up to her own actions. She was head over heels for Chase, but the second she got a taste of the good life with Michael, she was done with him. Remember how much she loved sipping wine with him? Now it's like Michael never existed, and she's all about Drew. Day one, she's all over him like he's the best thing since sliced bread, and Michael who? She'll get bored with Drew too. Old man Drew can't keep her attention forever. She never cared who she hurt, never. Honestly, I'm over Willow and Drew. If Carly and Jason aren't an option, I'd love to see Carly try something with Jack. Carly hasn't had a real relationship in ages. Willow and Drew, send them to DC and let them fade into oblivion. It's just all so messed up. Willow and Drew together? It's like they don't care about anyone's feelings, and Willow? She's not even bothered that her husband's getting tossed aside. As for Drew, what a creep. He's a piece of work. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. This is definitely going to cause problems. I saw the look on Rocco's face when Lulu told him she was going alone. He looked downright miserable. And now, surprise, surprise, Charlotte's been in touch with Rocco. Sure, Charlotte swore him to secrecy, but come on, he could have just accidentally shown the number to his dad. Maybe Dante found it on his phone. No big deal. Remember not too long ago when Brennan thought it was a good idea to check if Charlotte even had a phone. Yeah, things are about to get messy. I just really hope Lulu can get to Charlotte before Brennan goes after Valentin. Fingers crossed. Poor Rocco, though. Seriously, what is up with Lulu? She hasn't spent any time with him lately, and he's noticing. Kids are smart like that. Did anyone catch the way Lois looked when Ned mentioned his first grandchild? Something is definitely going on there. I'm telling you, this whole situation is so off. And okay, I've got to spill a few thoughts that have been bouncing around in my head. Can we all agree that the kid playing James West is fantastic? Honestly, he's been improving so much over the past year. Remember that scene when Lulu broke into the house? Hilarious. And his scenes with Maxie and Spinelli? Pure gold. At this rate, I'm wondering how much longer they can keep him in the role before they have to age him up like they did with Jocelyn. But seriously, James, Charlotte, young Emma, who, by the way, seems to have been recast. Yikes! Spencer, Aiden, and Violet have all been incredible child actors. They've been stealing the show, and little Wiley could definitely take a few notes from James. Speaking of love interests, is Gio developing a thing for Ms. Emma Drake? Huh, that's one to watch. Also, props to Rick and Alexis for putting their differences aside for Molly on Christmas Eve. Who would have thought? Meanwhile, Dr. Isaiah is being a solid guy by covering TJ's office hours so he can be with his mom Jordan and Brooklyn. Yeah, she's totally jealous of Tracy and Lulu's bond. Classic Brooklyn move. At least Charlotte finally called Rocco and actually talked to Lulu. Lulu's worried about her, of course, but Tracy set her straight. Lulu needs to remember that her son has been waiting 4 years to be with her, and his family feels the same way. Tracy was right about one thing. Lulu shouldn't be chasing after Charlotte alone. But of course, Lulu will do exactly the opposite. I really don't get why she asked Rocco to keep her plans a secret from Dante and the rest of the family. That was just bad judgment. Rocco's a kid, Lulu. Don't make him carry that burden. And my heart honestly breaks for Danny, Jason, Dante, Molly, Christina, and Alexis. They all miss Sam so much. Carly, on the other hand, told Jason the truth. She's not taking orders from him. But honestly, Jason and Sunny are right about Jack Brimman. Isn't it a little weird that Jack knew about Jocelyn and Dex before anyone even mentioned it? He played it off like Carly told him, but Jocelyn wasn't buying it for a second. It's like they're all playing a game of who can lie the best, and no one's winning. I was a mess watching that scene with Jason and Danny. Losing my mom is something I still can't fully wrap my head around. I really wish she were here. And yeah, I know, she's a part of me, but it doesn't make it any easier. Okay, but seriously, has anyone else noticed something? On Thursday and Friday's episodes, during the holiday gathering at Nene's, can we talk about how thrilled I am to see Nina and Ava's friendship back on track? Like full force, they've got amazing chemistry, and I was genuinely bummed out by the awkward, forced writing where Ava was playing Nina. It honestly seemed like they realized that was a huge mistake and corrected course. Kinda like how they wrapped up that whole messed up tampered med storyline with Sunny. And yes, I know historically, Ava and Nina being besties doesn't make a ton of sense, especially after Nina kidnapped Avery and all that. But at this point, I'm over it. Both of them have changed, in good and bad ways, so who's to judge? They totally deserve each other. Also, side note, Ava, my second favorite female character, right behind Carly and tied with Alexis, looked absolutely stunning as usual. By the way, was that really Charlotte? That scene changed so fast I almost missed it. Since Emma got recast, I'm guessing she's sticking around Port Charles for a while. Maybe as a love interest for Gio. And Jocelyn, okay, seriously, how is she in such a festive mood when Dex just died a few days ago? Talk about a mood swing. And was that Emma who swiped the guy's wallet? Because yeah, that was unexpected. Another holiday show, another dose of classic comic relief, courtesy of Rick, this time with Alexis. Lulu, ever the headstrong one, still hasn't gotten a clue. It's kind of sad, really. She left her son on Christmas, even though he was so excited she was there. Oh, and for anyone complaining about the recast of Emma, newsflash. The original is busy with school, so they can't just have her around all the time. On a positive note, I'm liking Carly and Jack. I could just listen to Jack talk all day. Kudos to GH, 2 days off, nice touch. Now, who in the world is writing this Lulu storyline? Seriously, she's been in a coma for 4 years, and suddenly she's acting like she just downed 5 Red Bulls. No pain, no stiffness, no cringing, no medicine. Get it together, writers. I miss the days when Steve Hardy and later Alan Quartermain would read the Christmas story from Luke 2 in that big red chair at General Hospital. Now that was tradition. So, is Leslie Charleson coming back as Monica, or are they going to recast her? Because they keep mentioning Monica being upstairs, but we haven't seen her in forever. If that's Charlotte on the phone, did Rocco seriously not reach out to his sister all this time? Also, why are Chase and Brooklyn still at Monica's place? They moved in for Violet, but she's been gone for ages. Why aren't they back in their own apartment? As for Alexis, she's in for a real shock. She thinks Jason beat up Drew just because. Wait until she hears the truth. Perfect Drew, the one she likes, slept with Willow, who, by the way, is married to his nephew. Not only did it happen hours after Sam died, but it went down just a few feet away from where Alexis's grandchildren were sleeping. And speaking of relationships, it looks like GH is heading towards a Sasha and Jason pairing. Remember, Jason was once in love with Sasha's sister, and Sasha was once in love with his nephew, who, by the way, she's pregnant with. The drama just keeps building. So now Drew's got a whole murder mystery storyline brewing. Fantastic. Michael, Jason, Sunny, Carly, Tracy, Ned, Nina, Curtis, and now Jordan. All these people want Drew dead. And let's not forget, once Willow finds out Drew's been getting cozy with her mom, she'll definitely be adding herself to the hit list. Seriously, who doesn't want Drew to bite the dust at this point? Oh, and let's just say that once Willow and Nina realize they've been played for complete fools, they'll have no shortage of reasons to plot Drew's demise. The drama just keeps getting juicier, doesn't it? Now, let me just be clear. I'm Team Carly, but only when it comes to her versus Nina. Carly may not be my favorite, but Nina? Oh, I can't stand her. Carly's a pain, sure, and she makes Jason's life unnecessarily difficult, but Nina's been nothing but trouble since she first set foot in Port Charles. Good riddance to that woman. But wait, the writers are seriously going to make Sasha lose another baby. Really? You've got to be kidding me. That's just cruel. As for Anna's surprise, apparently it's a recast Emma and a possible love interest for Gio. But I'm not sure that's what's really going on here. What no one seems to get is that Drew is playing a much bigger game. He's getting back at Michael and Nina for keeping the truth about who framed him under wraps. So now he's going after Willow, taking her away from both of them. He's calculated, and no one's seeing it coming. And oh, the latest weekly promo? Christmas wishes all around, but Anna's opening the door for someone. Lucas is arguing with somebody, and Lulu's getting a mysterious phone call. Also festive, right? But honestly, Willow needs to take a good look at Michael. She said maybe she didn't know him after he took over Aurora, but let's not forget, Michael didn't really know her either. He never expected her to kiss another guy, then roll around on the carpet with him. Drew? Creepy. The way he smiles at Willow and acts like he adores her, it makes my skin crawl. And the fact that he shows zero regret, it's just disgusting. I still can't get over how the writers totally botched the Drew and Nina storyline. The chemistry they had was undeniable, and they could have taken it in so many better directions. Instead, they ruined it by turning Drew into a creep and Willow into a total airhead. Honestly, there aren't enough great couples on this show, and Drew and Nina could have been one of them, in my opinion. Now, with Chad Duell leaving, I'm curious how they're going to handle Sasha and the baby. Maybe Jason will step in? That'd be something. Honestly, I can't wait for the day Willow comes crawling back to Michael for forgiveness, and he just slams the door in her face. I really hope Sasha gets a healthy, happy baby. She deserves something good for once. As for Drew, yeah, I doubt he'll ever tell Willow he lost Aurora because he's too busy lying to Curtis and trying to bribe Michael to cover his tracks. I can't see either Willow or Michael winning full custody in a legal battle. They're both good parents and come from rich families, so it's tough to call. But if Michael is leaving the show, I guess that means Willow will have both kids full-time, and Nina will be the one to step up as her support. That's bound to ignite a whole new Nina versus Carly war over the grandkids. I don't think I can take much more of that. On a positive note, GH did bring back 3 of my favorites, Jason, Lucky, and Rick. I've always been a fan of these guys. For the first time in 20 years, Sunny was right. And yes, what is Christmas Eve without lasagna? Seriously, who even thought it was a good idea to skip that? Now, let's talk Nina. Is she a decent cook? Well, she's definitely a fashionista, but in the kitchen? I mean, after 20 years in a coma, how did she come out with an expert-level wardrobe, but no clue what to do with a spatula? I have questions. Then there's Stella. Did she go the seafood route for Christmas dinner? Honestly, it's a solid move. I can't even be mad at that. Sasha, though, being the first Quartermain cook with any actual culinary opinions? Weird, but kind of refreshing. I guess Liv is doing the heavy lifting with the rest of the meal. Fine, I'll allow it. As for the Davis girls, I'm betting on Chinese takeout for Christmas dinner and Alexa's decorating. Look, 2024's been strange, but I did not see that coming. Nina and Ava, though, let's be real, these women don't do dishes, let alone cook. Nina probably had food from the PC Grill or the MC restaurant delivered. And don't even get me started on the condo decor. She had her assistant handle that, probably while she sat back and threw money at the whole thing. Classic Nina. Oh, where do I even start? So GH has decided that after 4 years of being out of the picture, someone can just wake up, sprint around like nothing happened, and, oh, by the way, after a liver transplant, 2 days later, they're suddenly running around, fully functional, on a mission to find their daughter. Seriously, this is just way too unbelievable. We're officially in soap opera fantasy land now. And it gets even better. That phone call, totally set up by Valentin. I mean, come on. It's clear that Charlotte's in the same room where Nicholas had Esme locked up, based on the creepy window with bars facing the river. I'm guessing it's the part of Windermere no one even dares to go near anymore, even though the place is totally empty. Also, remember when Brennan said Charlotte would eventually use the phone? Yeah, well, how does Charlotte even know Lulu's alive? I mean, Valentin hasn't exactly been keeping tabs on her. No contact, no updates from the outside world, nothing. The only possible explanation is Scott Baldwin, her lawyer. But of course, we're supposed to just ignore that. Now, to top it all off, poor Rocco's in this awkward position. He's stuck lying about it, and worst of all, he's going to blame himself if this whole mission fails. All of this after he just got his mom back. I mean, really? This is just spiraling into absurdity with no sense of reality in sight. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.